welcome back to my channel. If you are not already subscribed, please subscribe. My name is Rika and I'm the CEO of iTasty Cosmetics, and in this video I'm going to tell you guys how I shipped over 300 orders in less than 4 months of business. I started my business September 4th of 2019 and we are now in February and I'm about to hit the 5-month mark. So just a little backstory, when I did start my business, I had less than 500 followers on my personal Instagram. I had 481 followers, so I didn't have a following, I didn't have a YouTube platform, I didn't have none of that. And I did start my business Instagram like a couple days before I started my business, like to let people know my site is launching, and I had less than 30 followers on there when I actually started my business. So this is not coming from someone who had 10,000 followers when they started their business or a YouTube platform. I literally had less than 30 followers and I was able to ship out more than 300 orders. And all these orders I shipped out are to strangers, to people I do not know, people I have never met. It's not including the orders that I did at pop-ups, like people picking up, meeting up with. Like, this is none of that. This is strictly on my online site. I literally shipped over 300 orders. So how I did that was social media marketing is number one. Facebook groups. If you're not in any Facebook groups, look up Facebook groups in your area and join them, and make sure you're posting in these groups at least once a week. You don't want to overdo it, because I know some of them do have rules where you can only post promotional stuff on like Fridays or Thursdays. But I keep talking with my hands, but Facebook groups. As far as social media marketing, Facebook groups. The second thing is hashtags. I know at first I didn't really, I understood using hashtags, but now I really get why it's so important to use hashtags. Instagram gives you 30 hashtags. You can literally use up to 30, and you need to make sure that you're using all 30 of those hashtags. Because what I noticed is when I first started my business, I would use different varieties of hashtags. Like on one post, I would have different hashtags I used. And then when I posted something else, I would have another set of hashtags I would use. But what I realized is you need to be using the same hashtags on every single post. So what I did was, when I decided the 30 hashtags I wanted to use, I have it saved in my notes on my phone. So every time I do post, I just go in my notes and copy and paste it and add it to my caption. And you need to, once you save it in your notes, copy and paste it, so every time you post, you're using the same hashtag. And why that's so important is, say for example, one of the hashtags you're using is Dallas Lashes, for example. Say the Dallas Lashes hashtag only has 200 posts. If it has 200 posts and you say posted 500 posts using this hashtag, this hashtag is now saturated with all of your posts. So every time you post, you're adding to this hashtag. So if someone clicks on this hashtag, they have a greater chance of seeing your post than see somebody that might have only posted once or twice. If you've posted 10, 20, and that's also why, which is the next thing I'm getting into, is posting at least 3 times a day. Because if you post 3 times a day, 7 days a week, that's already 21 posts you're creating in this one hashtag. And for the month, that's 84 posts. So if the post you clicked on when you started using it only had, it's going to grow every day, more and more people are going to use it. But every time, if you're using the same exact hashtag, and say for example, now if you've posted if your total amount of posts on your Instagram is 500 posts, that's literally 500 posts you've added to that one hashtag alone. So if anybody clicks on that hashtag, they're more than likely to see your post and go to your profile. So that's why it's important to post 3 times a day and use hashtags and use the same hashtags. And with posting 3 times a day, you can't just post it randomly like, oh, let me go post on my business Instagram. You have to know the times that your followers are most active on Instagram or whatever social media you're using. I personally use Instagram only for my business, but you have to know, like 9 o'clock is a very popular time for my followers. I did not realize that some people, they say 6, 9, 9 o'clock is a very popular time because that's usually, I get up, like by the time I get home from work, it's already 8 and I shower and do all that. It's already after 9 o'clock. And that's when I start working on my orders. And sometimes I might wait till the morning to post the video, but I've noticed when I still post that video that night I'm working on the orders, I'll receive the most views because I post videos, not pictures, and that's when I'll receive the most views. And by the time I wake up, I'm already at 350 views, 400 views on just a video of me showing the process of like orders or them in the boxes. So you need to know the times. I know I look so rough right now. I really wanted to do my makeup before I filmed this video, but I wasn't about to be all that extra. We was not about to do that. But I'm just going on my website thing to show you guys, literally. But while I'm doing that, you cannot be discouraged. When I tell y'all, everyone, like I said, these 300 orders that I've shipped out is to nobody that I know personally. Nobody I know. People will sit here and act like they're your friends, and when you're ready to start a business, I'm gonna support you, I'm gonna support you. And when the time comes and you finally launch your site, they ain't gonna buy. They're not. So don't sit here. If you haven't started your business yet and you're about to start it, you need to be prepared for that. People will lie to you. To this day, I have people saying, oh, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that. Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And then I still have to buy this. Like, I never personally told you, like, it's not by force to buy anything that I sell. You're not forced to buy it. If you're my so-called friend, you're not forced to buy. But don't sit here and say, oh, I'm gonna buy this, I need to buy some lashes, I need to buy some lip glosses and whatnot, when in reality, you're not gonna buy it. Like, don't make empty promises. And that's what a lot of people would do that are your so-called friends. So don't let that stop you. People will scroll past your stuff. You might post them. That's why I don't really deal with Facebook. I don't have a business Facebook. I have my personal one, but I could post something on Facebook. Nobody will like it. And ever since I've joined these Facebook groups and those people are now my friends on Facebook, they're the ones, people I don't know are the ones that will heart and share my stuff. People I know personally, all the people I know on there, mind you, I'm from New York. I lived there for 16 years. I have people I went to elementary school, middle school, high school with on there. When I moved to Texas, I have people from Texas on there. And it's like, none of those people like react or anything, but if I would post a motivational quote or something about haters, then y'all want to react, or not even react, just straight up share my stuff. But when I post anything business related, nobody reacts, nobody likes, nobody comments, nobody nothing. So that's why I don't really deal with Facebook. And when I do post on Instagram, that's why I prefer to post videos. I mean, even with pictures, I can still see how many people saw it even though they didn't like it, but you really see the effect. Or even on Facebook, if you post a video, you see the like doesn't match the views. Like, the views don't match the reactions. But this is my, let me make sure my screen is down so my customer information is not on here. But this is literally my website, the app my website is with. And this is all, like, I'm trying to scroll to show y'all all the orders I have shipped out. They're all showing up on this side. These are all the orders I have shipped out. All of them since I started my business. Over 300 orders. And it's only up from there. It's only up from there. Now that I sell wholesale, I get way more sales. And then I also sell locally. Like, I don't do pickups though, because I do pickups. Sorry, I don't do drop-offs because people like to take advantage when you do drop-offs. So I'm not sure where I left off at, but another way I was able to ship out all these orders is through motivation and to-do list. I have a to-do list for my business use and a to-do list for my personal use. And what I basically do is, like, for last year when I first started my business, I wrote a to-do list and I was like, okay, and I had short-term and long-term goals for my business. And when I tell y'all, I accomplished all of those goals. All those goals was accomplished by December of 2019 when I said they would be, in less than like 4 months of business. So like, some of my short-term goals I had listed was to have a certain amount of followers on Instagram. Like, one of my short-term goals at first was to reach 1,500 followers. Mind you, I started with 30, less than 30 when I started my business. I was like, you know what, we gonna push and we gonna aim for 1,500. And right now, as we speak, I'm at 3,000. I'm close to the 3,500 mark. I think I have like 250 more followers to go. But I was like, we are going to push until we get these followers. So following was one of my short-term goals. Another one of my short-term, like I also like all the short-term goals were also long-term goals. Like a short-term goal, say for example, was to reach 1,500. One of my long-term goals was to at least reach 20,000 followers. Another short-term goal I had was to sell other products other than lashes, and I accomplished that one too. I now sell glitters, I sell hair, I sell hairpins, I sell lash applicators, lip gloss. Like I do not sell just lashes. I have a wide range. And I also am adding edge wraps, which will be added on my site next week. So we'll be selling edge wraps too. And I have so much more to come of 2020 that we are adding to our site. But like I said, that was one of my goals, was to sell stuff other than lashes. And check, I accomplished that. So that's why it's good to write these goals. So as soon as you accomplish them, you can go back and check and be like, wow, like I really accomplished it. And it pushed you. It pushes you. I also have a list for my goal list for my personal use, like goals I want to accomplish, not pertaining to my business, like just personal goals. Like one is to get my bachelor's degree. So I have 10 more classes left after this semester, and that's just one thing. I've been in school for so long, I changed my major 3 times, and I want to quit so bad. I want to give up so bad. I just want to be done and just be like, I can't. But one of my goals is to finally finish and get this degree. I do want to go back and get my degree for the major I changed from, but because I only have 1 semester left, but it's like I just need my bachelor's degree. So that's one of my goals. I have like other goals, and what I do with these goals is I write them in my goal journal, and then I photocopy it and I print it out, and I cut it out and post it on my light switch. It's above my light switch. So every morning I wake up, I'm forced to look at it. Every night when I go to bed, I'm forced to look at it. So literally when I get up, like I'm looking at it right now, one of the goals on there was to get 2,500 followers on my business Instagram, and I've already surpassed that. I'm in the 3,000s now. So that's something I already surpassed. One of my things was to get my trademark. I already did that in January. We're in February now. I already did that. Like it's checked off. Another one was my YouTube channel, which is what I'm doing right now. This is my 3rd attempt at YouTube, and I am not quitting YouTube. Like even if I don't reach the success I plan to reach with YouTube, it's still going to be something that I look back at years from now like, oh, I remember when I filmed that video when I first started my business, when I was 5 months in, 4 months in. Like it's like a little vlog thing for me, for personally. So although I want to reach a certain amount of subscribers and whatnot, it's also for personal use. Another goal I had on my list is to pay off my Nissan. My 2017 Nissan is paid off. I paid that off in January. Like these are all goals I wrote in 2020 in January. When January started, I wrote these goals, and I literally have on there. I wrote these goals in the beginning of January, and I have already accomplished about 5 of them already, and January wasn't even finished, and I already accomplished 5 of these goals. So writing down goals, writing things into speaking things into existence, manifesting your goals does work. It does work. Like that's why it's literally above my light switch, because in the past it's like if I just write it down and set it somewhere, you don't see it. You're not reminding yourself to accomplish these goals. But when I have it above my light switch, every time I touch my light switch, I have to look at it and see it and track my progress. So that is another thing. That is another way I've reached it, because when I write these goals, I push myself. Another way I shipped over 300 orders is by having promotions and free lashes. So what I basically do when I say free lashes, it's still not somewhat free, but it's free, is I'll post, I need 10 ladies I can send out free lashes to, and all you got to do is pay the $5 shipping fee. So you're basically receiving a free pair of lashes with shipping included. Like for $5, you get a pair of lashes shipped to you. So when I do those days, I have all these people hit me up, and when I tell y'all this works, because I have received so many customers from these, even though I was somewhat losing and not really profiting, because when you think about it, I still have to pay around $3 to $4 for shipping. So they're technically getting the lash for like $1 or $1 and change is what they're paying for the lash. It is still a good marketing strategy because there's people that purchased these lashes from me for only $5, and when they received them, they ended up loving it, and now they are returning customers. Like, I know them I don't know them personally, but I know them personally on Instagram. Like, I remember when they posted, "Oh, I got my lash," and then now they keep ordering more and more lashes every time they order. So even though I somewhat lost, but not really lost money, I still made sales. Like, I'm making future sales that way, because if someone gets the lash, clearly they're gonna try, versus you giving it out for free. Like, if I would have said I'm giving out 10 lashes at no cost, number one, I'm losing because I'm gonna have to pay for shipping to ship out all these orders to all these people. Because if you say free, completely free, everybody's gonna be blowing you up. Even the people that ignore your post, they're gonna be blowing you up. But when you post free for $5, you're reaching out to people that don't mind supporting you. They're still supporting your business. So when you do that, I have, like, they'll literally get their lashes, they'll wear them on, they sent me pictures and videos, and then they'll message me they need to buy more, go to my site, and I'll see the same name and same people. So it definitely works. Like, that is another way that I was able to reach the over 300 sales in less than 4 months of business, is doing those promotions. And also running giveaways and sales. Like my glitters, when I did my dollar glitter sale, when I tell you I made so much, I made so many sales that day. Like, I made more sales on Cyber Monday than I did on Black Friday, because I had my glitters at 75 cents, I believe. Everybody was buying glitters and lashes. So promotions, but with promotions, don't do it to where you're not profiting. You still need a profit. Even if you're not making as much profit, you still need to get your money back that you paid for the product, if that made sense. Like, for example, if you spend $3 on the lashes, do a $4 promotion or $3.50. So you're still getting some profit, but not as much. And another thing I wanted to add before I ended this video is, another way to reach this is to have a website. If you don't have a website, please create one, because people will not buy through DM. Before I even started my site, like, I had everything. My website, I was not starting a business without a website. That was just me. But I know personally there's people out there that have a business. You can still reach it, but it's like, it's not as professional. Like, having to sit there, go back and forth with people. People want to see, like, customers want to see pictures. They want to see videos. And it's like, especially if you sell a whole lot of stuff, like people that sell bracelets and stuff, I know they're the main ones who do DM orders. You got to send all these pictures and videos to all, like, make a website. If you don't want to make a website at first, like, you just, because you're not sure if that's what you want to do, I mean, you can always cancel your website, but make a website. And that also helps you track to see, oh, so when you go on your website, like, every day, like, I can tell y'all right now, every day on my site, I can see how many people viewed my site. And when I tell you it has grown tremendously, it's nowhere where I need it to be right now. Like, it's nowhere where I plan for it to be. But as a small business starting out, about to hit my 5-month mark, it is, like, today, 30 people have already been on my site. Like, you see it right here. I've already had 30 sessions. 30 people viewed my site. 20 of them were visitors, meaning 2 people were returning people. Yesterday, I had 97 sessions, and I did get some orders. And it tells you my total sales alone. So far for this month, for this week, I've already had 451 people on my site. And that means a lot to already have 451 people viewing my site. Like, and for the month, February just started, and 191 sessions. So it's like, when you have a site, you can sit here and view your products. You can look at the September. I can look at September, October, November. Like, just how my site gradually grew. And like, now on my site, because my website is with Shopify, I literally am eligible for them to give me like a loan. So if I wanted to invest more into my business, like order more inventory, I'm at the point where they trust me enough to give me this money. Like, I literally can get money from them, like a loan, because I basically am doing well in business and I'm constantly getting sales. So I'm just gonna wrap up this video. Thank you if you watched this video all the way through. If you are not following me already on Instagram, I'm gonna put the Insta of my business Instagram. You can also follow my personal one, because we are almost at the 3,500 mark and we will be having a giveaway. So if you want to be included in that giveaway, please follow to be notified for when that giveaway is started. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'm gonna have my website link below. If you want to start your business and you don't know where to start, I also have one-on-one consultations on my site, as well as if you want to do wholesale, feel free to message me so you can start that business. Sis, it's 2020. We are entrepreneurs. But thank you for watching, guys. Bye.